Melting ice is reshaping global power. The Arctic, once frozen and irrelevant, has become the front line of great power competition. Why? Because whoever controls the Arctic will control global trade, critical minerals, and the next century's geopolitical order. Climate change is creating new shipping corridors. The Northern Sea route along Russia's Arctic coast can cut shipping time from Asia to Europe from 50 days via Suez to just 20 days. China completed 14 container voyages here in 2025, up from 7 in 2023. That's not experimental anymore, that's operational. Russia operates the world's only nuclear icebreaker fleet, 8 vessels that can navigate year-round. But there's a problem. Despite Putin's goal of 80 million tons of cargo by 2024, Russia only moved 37 million tons in 2025. Sanctions and aging oil fields are crippling Moscow's Arctic economy. Russia has the technology, but lacks the capital. China has no Arctic coastline, so it's doing what it does best: investing massively. Beijing is pouring billions into Russian Arctic LNG projects, positioning itself as indispensable to Moscow's strategy. This is geopolitical leverage without territorial claims. Canada faces Russian nuclear submarines operating beneath Arctic ice. The response? The Canadian Patrol Submarine project. 12 advanced submarines for 60 billion Canadian dollars. Canada is no longer relying on American protection alone. America's problem is simple. It operates only 3 aging heavy icebreakers. Russia has 8. Finland builds 60% of the world's icebreakers. In October 2025, Trump signed a landmark deal, 11 new icebreakers for $6.1 billion. 4 built in Finland, 7 in the United States using Finnish technology. First delivery, 2028. This signals a strategic shift. The US now depends on allies for Arctic dominance. Finland designs 80% of the world's icebreakers. When America needed Arctic capability, it went to Helsinki, not Beijing or Moscow. Finland leveraged technical expertise into a $6.1 billion contract that ensures decade-long industrial relevance. South Korea committed $150 billion to revitalize American shipbuilding, the MASGA initiative. Why? Because embedding Korean technology into American defense infrastructure ensures Seoul remains indispensable to Washington. It's insurance against alliance abandonment, but building the ships and submarines is only half the battle. What exactly are these superpowers racing to protect and extract? Buried beneath Greenland's ice lies the world's largest untapped rare earth deposits. These elements power AI, electric vehicles, advanced weapons, and semiconductors. China currently controls 70% of global processing. A chokehold. If Greenland's Kvanefjell and Tanbreeze deposits are developed, they could supply 25% of global rare earth demand indefinitely. That breaks China's monopoly. This is why Trump openly discussed acquiring Greenland, not imperial ambition, resource security. As ice melts, Greenland becomes accessible and invaluable. Smart capital is already moving. First, shipbuilding. Canada, Finland, and South Korea all have massive order backlogs. Submarine and icebreaker contracts stretch into the 2040s. Second, critical minerals. Companies with Arctic mining, claims, or exposure to Greenland's development will see dramatic valuation increases. Third, energy transition. Renewable energy requires rare earths. EV batteries require Arctic minerals. Supply chain dependency creates price support. The Arctic represents a fundamental shift in great power competition. Military dominance matters less than technological expertise and industrial capacity. This opens opportunities for middle powers with specialized strengths: Finland, South Korea, Canada. These nations aren't superpowers, but they're making themselves indispensable through technical excellence and strategic positioning. For investors, the lesson is clear. Identify the companies supplying Arctic infrastructure, regardless of which nation ultimately wins. Because one thing is certain: capital will flow to the Arctic. The question is whether you'll follow, The new Cold War isn't about ideology or nuclear missiles. It's about ice, minerals, and who controls the corridors of the 21st century. If you want to stay ahead of the next macroeconomic shift, subscribe to the Kairos, leave a like and share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching.